What's up, everybody? I got my voice back. Finally. I haven't been able to shoot a video in a while. I'm gonna start losing my voice a little bit. I got some damn apple juice. Not enough fucking beer today. But I've been sicker than a dog last week. And today decided to, I guess, basically show what the fuck I've been listening to this last week. But I'm gonna make it a little bit better because what I've been spinning videos, when you title that, you don't get very many views. So I've been listening to basically a shitload of retro metal. That's what I'm gonna call it. Some stoner metal like this, High on Fire, some speed metal, and some regular heavy metal shit. On the sludgy side too. This is High on Fire. Blessed Black Wings, released in I think 2005, I think it was. There was a lot of doom stoner or stoner rock bands or stoner metal bands or sludge metal. I mean, they're all pretty much in the same kind of niche, I guess. I'm a big fan of this stuff. I really love this fucking album in particular. I have a couple of High on Fire albums. I like Mike Pike's vocals, and I love his guitaring. You can tell his guitar from anybody. I love his guitar tone, stuff, especially like in Sleep, is a band previous to this. But the drums. Air drumming. When I listen to this record, I love the fucking drums. Everything about it. This is a fucking killer. And there's some tracks on here like almost thrashy. Like Devolution, the opening track is pretty thrashy. The title track, this one, Blessed Black Wings. I want to say Blessed Black Wings, but whenever he says it, it says Blessed Black Wings. Very sludgy, doomy. Sounds like the world's gonna end. I love every track on this album. Sons of Thunder's killer, Silverback. I don't have the version that has the bonus track. They did a Judas Priest cover, Rapid Fire, I believe. I don't have that version. But yeah, definitely check this out. If you don't know High on Fire, I mean, I'm not saying I'm showing you something you probably don't know, but I know some people may not. Retro metal, fucking killer shit, High on Fire. Really love that shit. This next one I'm gonna play. I've been big into this band for a while. I've showed one other album I really dig. I got a couple of their albums, and I really love this band. This is some Swedish heavy metal, Portrait. But I got their new one, was released last year. This is a badass motherfucker, and I've been playing it a lot. Portrait kind of reminds me of King Diamond in a way. I really like this album because the bass player is playing a fretless bass, and everybody knows I love bass playing. But yes, some Swedish heavy metal. Reminds me a lot of King Diamond or Merciful Fate. It's pretty much the best way to describe them. It's just that old school speed metal sound, retro. I mean, I guess that's the best way to say it. They're bringing back that old 80s sound. I'm gonna put some stuff up. Anytime I have my stereo too loud, my fucking cassettes start falling out of my fucking holder. But yeah, look at this artwork. There is some black and kind of moments in this a little bit too. The other album I have is as well. It's just really cool. It's a cool intro. First, this is called The Host. That's the name of this album. And I think the title track, oh fuck my life. the blood ceremony, I think, or covenant. I think that's what it says. I'll fast forward it and just let you hear the shit. If you can hear that fretless bass in there, he's playing his arpeggio during that. But I mean, the vocalist, he can hit some freaking. He's got a lot of octaves, and he hits a lot of the King Diamond shit perfectly. But that fretless bass, he's playing a tap arpeggio, which if you've seen my videos, my bass videos, you know I love that shit. So I was very stoked on this album. It's probably not for everybody. I dig this shit. It's my kind of fucking music. It's the shit that was big in the 80s. And very retro. Like the artwork. There's a sword right here I like. I need to get this on vinyl. Fuck. I am going to show some vinyl. But this is a badass fucking album. It's on Metal Blade. Metal Blade. Making it look old school and retro. I think I'm gonna name it some favorite retro metal. Fucking love that snare. Boom. Fucking badass. A couple of these I've shown before, but I just want to include them because it's very retro. Enforcer, some speed metal from, I think they're from Sweden as well. Released this in 2013. I guess the best way to describe this band, they kind of remind me of like maybe Savage Grace or Riot or I don't know, it has that kind of that speed metal, heavy metal sound. Also a couple songs like Satan. This song right here kind of reminds me of Phantom War by Metallica. It has that kind of sound to it. And so there's some like Kill 'Em All freaking influence in here too. The best era of Metallica in my opinion. But this is a very killer record. Been listening to this for years. I finally got a physical copy probably a few years ago, I think, maybe. I can't remember. But it starts off with this piano piece. It's really cool. Bells of Hades. And it goes Death Rides the Night. That's the opening track. Fucking killer. Run for Your Life is good. Remember, Mesmerized by Fire is actually the first song I heard on this album. It was on a YouTube suggestion. I checked it out and thought it was pretty interesting because they had the bullet belts. And this is 2013, by the way. So they had the bullet belts going, so they're retro and the old thrash 80s. Speed metal days, you know, that shit. Look, that dude's got a fucking mustache. Fuck yeah. Retro. Belts. But, yeah. Oh, also, Take Me Out of This Nightmare. It's a fucking killer track. Crystal Sweet is killer. Sacrificed is killer. Silent Hour to Conjuration, and then it goes into Satan. I think it's 3 parts. Fucking killer. This is a fucking must-have. If you like the retro shit, fuck yes. Enforcer with Mesmerize, or Death by Fire. Go to another retro metal. This is heavy metal, power metal. Seven Sisters, The Cauldron, and The Cross, released in 2018. And like I said the other night, they had me on some medication that was really loopy, so these albums were sounding 10 times better than normal. But this album right here, I've had it for a while, and I loved it when I first listened to it. And then I listened to Enforcer, and it made me want to listen to more of that heavy metal. This, if I didn't say it's how this band's out of the UK, and it has that. They remind me a lot of like Riot and bands like that. Those have old heavy metal, speed metal bands. But a bunch of tracks. The Premonition was killer. Blood and Fire is killer. Oathbreaker, Land in Darkness. But I really like side D. It's The Cauldron and The Cross, part 1 and 2. It's pretty epic. It's pretty badass too. This is just on black. I didn't show that one either. It's on black as well. But yeah, retro as fuck. Look at that shit. Look at jean jacket, bringing that back. Leather jacket, wearing high tops. Fucking retro metal. Fucking the shit. Bringing that shit back. Yeah, we can listen to all that old classic stuff any time of the week. They never get old, but it's always nice to find some bands that are bringing that shit back. And that's what this is. It's showing some stuff. This next one, released in 2005, it's kind of, I guess, stoner metal or doom stoner. Some of it, it's mainly just heavy metal, but kind of a sludgy Black Sabbath sound to it. This is The Sword, Age of Winters. Band's out of Austin, Texas, and this album, the other day, it just sounds so big. The drums sound huge. The guitar tone is fucking huge, and it has that Black Sabbath kind of killer shit. This is a phenomenal fucking album. It's my favorite one by them, and it's actually, I think I got three of their albums. I think this is their debut, if I remember right. But I bought it because I love that artwork. Thought it was sick as fuck. I'd love to have this on vinyl. I think that would be killer. But pretty much, this really retro. All the stuff they do in this. But this fucking album, there's a song, I think it's Winter Wolves. I think it's the only video you can find online that has wolves howling in it. I'm a huge wolves guy. Love wolves, but Freya. I think Freya was on Guitar Hero, if I remember right. Their song, Celestial Crown, Burial's Blade, The Horned Goddess. Freaking awesome. Iron Swan. March of the Lore. March of something. Core. There's a bunch of weird names in it, so it's really mystical shit. And that's a lot of this sounds really mystical. But check this band out if you don't know it. The Sword, Age of Winters, fucking masterpiece. Next one up. Oh yeah. Finally got a copy of this son of a bitch. This is Orchid. And this is the Zodiac Sessions, which is shit. It's got their debut and it's got their first EP. The EP was released in 2009, I think. It was called Through the Devil's Door. And I remember hearing that first. I think this was released in, 2009, 2011. And this I think was released actually in 2013 when they put this comp together. Fuck yes. But Orchid is fucking badass. Doom stoner. They sound a lot like Black Sabbath. The vocalist really sounds like Ozzy, like old Ozzy, Black Sabbath Ozzy. But I've always wanted the track, or actually the album Capricorn. That's their debut, and it has this goat on the cover. I'd love to get my hands on that copy, but I'm just happy to get this. Looks really retro. I love what that bass player is playing, a Rickenbacker. I fucking love that. Well, that's the guitars. He's playing a Gibson. There, he's playing a nice Gibson. I don't know if you can see it. Tony Iommi style. And the bass player is playing that Rickenbacker. Fucking this is the fucking bomb. Capricorn, look up that song. Of course, I'll put links in the description below. But Orchid, if you're a Black Sabbath fan, you'll fucking love this goddamn band. This is fucking awesome. Came with Nuclear Blast order form sheet. I just recently picked this up. I've been wanting this album for decades. Not a decade. Literally. Nice cool poster. The guitar, or the vocalist is actually a tattooist. So he does all the art. This guy right here. And he really does sound a lot like Ozzy. Look, the bell bottoms. Retro as fuck. Yeah, this is gonna be a retro metal video. And I could do so much other shit. Where the fuck did I put that digipack? Oh, right here. But I love that artwork too. It looks so 70s. That crop, that skull there. You can see her boobs. Kinda. Then the disc looks like this. So you make sure I got the right side up. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Pretty cool disc. Love to get this on vinyl. Fucking badass fucking album. See what next? What next? Crypt Sermon. So I've showed this a couple times, but this sounds 80s as fuck. Sounds like Candlemass and all those bands. But yeah, this one I've talked about several times. It's one of my favorite modern doom metal albums. This is really epic doom. Look at that artwork. It looks like it came out of the 80s. Just the artwork alone. Favorite track is the Temple Doors, Killer. Heavy Riders is awesome. The Will of the Ancient Call, Killer. Into the Holy of Holies, and Out of the Garden. I'm assuming this album is Knights of Templar, but I'm assuming this is a little bit kind of have some religious overtones. But I don't know if you noticed this, if you have this album, it has the demon from The Exorcist intro right there. There's two of them. Anyway, this is a killer fucking album. Fucking killer. Love the printed inner sleeve here. Love it. I love how it looks. It makes me think back in the 80s again. Actual, I mean, most people know this band, but it's fucking badass shit. Fuck. Don't know it, get to know it. But, yeah. Crypt Sermon. Man, that's gonna be a long fucking video. I listen to a lot of shit, but pretty much on repeat. This one, released in 2006. It's another Swedish heavy metal thrash band, but this has some kind of doomy stoner doom moments too in the songs. There's a wide variety. I've probably showed this damn CD in at least 3 videos. That's how much I love this fucking album. So underrated. You don't see nobody talk about this, but the band's called Deceiver. Riding with the Reaper. And yeah, the bass playing in this is so killer. I love when you're listening to music and you can hear all this stuff going on and the bass player is following it in a different octave, sometimes higher. They do that on this album quite a bit. And I can't see the song titles, but the opening track is my favorite track. Love how that looks. Just looks fucking wicked. Looks old school as fuck. Looks 70s. Don't think there's much in here. But yeah, I really dig their approach, only because they do have thrash moments. They have a blackened kind of sound sometimes. The vocalist sounds kind of like Lee Dorian from Cathedral a little bit, and Coronis from Venom sometimes. Well, actually quite a bit. Kind of a mix of both of those worlds. Fantastic one. Deceiver with Riding with the Reaper. Like how that rhymes. This next one, man, holy fuck. Another Mike Pike project. I think this was originally recorded in '93. There's a whole bunch of deal. It's a one song, 63 minutes long. The record company was trying to butcher it, basically in a nutshell. They postponed it, then finally released it in '98 as Jerusalem. And then Southern Lord reissued it in 2003 on this. And I love Mike Pike's guitar tone in this. But this is a listen that, I mean, this is very doomy. Very doomy, very slow. But that guitar tone, it's just pretty much the same riff all the way through for about 63 minutes. They do change it up. He plays this guitar solo, kind of reminds me of Tony Iommi at one point. The drummer fucking hitting that drum hard as fuck, and the bass player doing his thing. This is a killer fucking album. I was kicked back and just fucking getting blown away by this album. It has bonus tracks, Holy Mountain, recorded in '94, and this live version, and Sonic Titan, recorded in '92. But man, this is phenomenal fucking album. When you really get into this, it might not, for some people, hit people, but this is on green, by the way. But for some reason the other night, this album, I was just zoning out to it. Oh, nice retro ballad. Retro as fuck. But this is killer fucking shit. Love the artwork. Got two more to show you. This one I've shown in the power metal video. Oh my god, this is White Wizard with the Devil's Cut, released in 2013. It's on white vinyl. The band's out of, where are they from? LA. But yeah, sounds like Tyrant, Iced Earth a little bit in some of it. The vocalist is fucking awesome in this motherfucker. I love the guitar work, the progressions, the bass work in this is fucking killer. They have several albums, but this is my favorite one by them. Man, I love it. Strike the Iron is awesome. Rings of the Highway is killer. The Devil's Cut is awesome. Tornado of Truth is awesome. Storm Chaser. But that vocalist can hit some freaking octaves on this, like Rob Halford and all those guys, and Ripper Owens. Not as high as King Diamond, but killer fucking retro metal. White Wizard with the Devil's Cut. Badass motherfucker. And then the last one I'll show you and I've been listening to, the band out of Canada. Skull Fist, Chasing the Dream, which this is some excellent heavy metal, speed metal. I think there's some dual guitar work in this that's fucking killer, but the guitar solos are badass. The vocalist kind of reminds me of Don Dokken a little bit. It's kind of a breathy vocals. But look at how retro and fucking shit is this. Three-piece. Skull Fist is badass. Yeah, just on black vinyl. But this album fucking rules. Love that. I like when bands put their lyrics right there. It's easier to read along with whenever you're listening to it. You don't have to pull out that sheet. I don't give a fuck. But that's retro in the van. Fuck yeah. High tops. Well, this guy does. I think this guy's wearing shit kickers. Fucking badass shit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I'm gonna call it my favorite retro metal albums. It's gonna basically have doom stoner, speed metal, heavy metal, the old shit. Old fucking shit. That's that best stuff. This talented fucking musicians right here. But anyway, you guys have a good one. I hope you like this video. Hope it made sense. I don't want to make a what's spinning bullshit. I wrote notes so I wouldn't fuck shit up. That's what I do. I fuck shit up. But I will post links in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all have a good one. Later.